Hello YouTube, it's Tim. I'm back. It's been about a month since my last confession. Sorry, it's been a while since I made a video, but I moved and a couple other little things happened. But I'm back to start a new series. I'm going to call this the Theistic Challenge series. Now, I don't think any of these concepts that I'm going to present these next few videos are necessarily anything that hasn't been addressed before. They're just things that I don't feel that I've ever had explained to me to my satisfaction. Now, I don't think that any of these will... I also don't think that any of these will be some sort of gut punch to theism in any way, shape, or form. I'm just looking to... I really want to have these explained to me in a way that I understand. Anyways, right after the new intro, let's get to it. Okay, so I created a quick and easy syllogism for you to follow along so I can illustrate my point. I just offer these as universally morally true statements. And I myself do not believe in objective morality, so I'm really only looking for your opinion, so I'm not looking for you to answer these on a meta level. So premise number one is... it is wrong to inflict suffering on a human being with no positive intentions. And suffering, I think you need to put the caveat on that suffering has to be, your action has to have suffering as one of its main effects, not a secondary effect. And by positive intentions, some of the ones that I can come up with off the top of my head would be, positive intentions would be defense of yourself or others, or rehabilitatory. And premise two is the more suffering you inflict on a human, the more wrong the action is. And this is a simple statement. It's just you agree that punching somebody in the face 10 times is worse than punching somebody in the face 5 times, which is worse than punching somebody in the face 1 time. So by these two statements, if you take hell, by statement number one, hell has no positive intentions, it has no rehabilitatory goal, it is essentially revenge, so it is morally wrong. And by statement number two, the amount of suffering that is levied upon humans is infinite, it goes on forever, and not only that, it's infinitely bad. So an infinite amount of suffering, or an infinite amount of a wrong act, is something that is infinitely wrong, so hell for is therefore infinitely wrong. Now I want to ask theists, how do you reconcile this? Now, a note on responses. If you're going to disagree with me, I'd like you to please specify which one of my two premises that you find flawed. I would also like you to come up with something, if you don't find that hell to be the most infinitely wrong thing that God can do to a single human being, I would like you to please come up with something that he could, I'm not saying would, if you believe that God is infinitely just and loving, but assuming that he wasn't, what act could God do that is worse than hell? This is very important to your rebuttal. And if you're going to argue that God has some sort of other set of rules, that he is outside our version of morality, then explain to me how God can do something that appears to be infinitely wrong, and how you could trust that being. Okay, I look forward to your submissions, and I hope you're having a wonderful day.